All right, are we live yet?
Checking again. I believe we are on the internet.
All right. Make sure to check your mic, though. It was really poppy there for a second.
How exactly does one check their mic when it's attached to their head?
I don't know, but I'm just saying it's poppy on my end. Is it poppy for anybody else?
A little bit.
Well, fuck my life.
Anyway, everybody, thank you for tuning back in again. This is another episode of Holy Winds this evening. As a recap for all the viewers and for one player, the party kept venturing on the way back to Hillens with Glorples, the gelatinous cube that had been miniaturized once more, and still being carried on the scrying mirror. Ran into some fog that at first didn't seem unusual, but started to become more and more unusual, and resulted in the party paying the horse a gold to go forward, and then it got swarmed by ghouls. And, excuse me, also a rite was with the ghouls as they were feasting on the corpses of something that we'll be looking at hopefully this session. And Sean and Mulak took the opportunity to enact a plan that did result in the death of Hamantha. After Sean, for the first time in forever, failed a stealth roll and got held personed, and then the horse, trying to make a statement, spewed acid, was going to let bygones be bygones and leave, and then got hit with a fiery chromatic orb that did the majestic dragon horse in. Two party members, Arvax and Peregrine, were more confused than anything else, and I think they were looking just to get back to doing what they were doing. And Sean was going to make his way across the river, or across the creek, to investigate some bodies, and that's, before we really get to anybody else, let's figure out what Mularn was doing for the last, I don't know, minute or so.
I have calmly just kind of watched this all happen.
Thanks for helping.
Well, the ghouls haven't presented much of an issue at the moment.
Yeah, because they're all dead.
Exactly.
As is your
token.
semi-magical beast of burden. You also saw your barbarian friend basically bear hug your brother.
Well, is the screen black for anybody else?
It should
Nope,
not be.
I can see mine.
Everything is black for me.
You might need to refresh Roll20.
I had to refresh because originally it was showing only me in the room.
Sigh.
So, you've just been watching this all go down?
I mean, yeah. I mean, the ghouls have obviously been. If what I have been told and what you have covered here today is any indication, all this stuff kind of happened pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it took, 4 rounds? 5 rounds?
Yeah. So.
And your brother killed the horse.
Well, I mean, he said he was going to. Huh. Well, that happened a whole lot faster than anticipated. Anywho,
Why is the map so black? Did you maybe move my token? Because I can't select it either. Ah, there it goes.
Yeah. Alright, so dead horse, dead ghouls, dead body.
Yep.
Does that about cover it?
Yep. Peregrine, the noises are coming from the north and west. So, let's see. We will then go. Let's go from north to south since that's what Peregrine's doing. Mulak, what are you doing?
Just following Sean, make sure he doesn't die.
All right. Well, then move your character over and start moving in this direction. Tarl, what are you doing? All right. Am I coming through?
Yeah, I'm working. Hang on. I'm trying to figure something out.
Okay. While you're figuring that out, Arvax, what are you doing?
I went to. At the end of the session, I had gone to pick up lore bowls and was going to keep going. You said. Let's see, Peregrine said southeast, but didn't we kind of come from the southeast? So should we keep going northeast?
Check the text. Sean, give me an investigation roll if you're going to check a dead body.
I wanted to check the whole tower. I think it's a tower anyway.
Yeah, it's the remains of an old watchtower. It's been fallen down for a while. What you find in it is a torn up tent, a dead woven branch shepherd splattered on the ground, munched on. And
Does he have credentials?
with the 20 investigations, you find the signet for the woven branch. He is from Hillens, but he's just a shepherd.
Aren't shepherds like middle management?
Let me double check. Make sure I'm not saying the wrong thing. I think shepherds are the lowest rank.
Wasn't that what the tiefling was?
Hold on, sorry, my bad. I am remembering my own stuff wrong.
You've already said shepherd.
Yeah, so he's... shepherds are more along the lines of kind of like a sergeant, if that makes sense.
Alright, this could come in handy. I pocketed.
Okay, so you have pocketed add to your inventory a woven branch shepherd signet.
Tarl is, he's weighing odds and things, and he asks himself, well, what would Tyr do in this situation? And his deity leads him to cast Prayer of Healing.
Okay, so for the next 10 minutes, you're casting Prayer of Healing. What's the range on that?
60 feet.
Okay, so at the end of 10 minutes, anybody within 60 feet will gain 12 health back. Sean, you're also going to find a coin purse of about 25, 30 gold.
It will be 3d8 plus my spell casting ability.
Okay, so that's 3d8, so that is the higher level. You rolled a 2, so that is 14 health at the end of 10 minutes in anybody.
Woo, thank you.
Okay, so
Peregrine,
still
nice.
takes 10 minutes though. So it's going to be a minute before that happens.
That's fine.
Did
I'll remember that I was at 4 health.
Peregrine need healing?
How much was the coin purse you said?
We'll go with 30 gold. I mean, it was literally, it looks like maybe a dude's beer money. Or maybe just a week's pay.
30 gold is beer money? Alcohol poison.
Maybe I should say fancy wine. Okay, so Mularn, what are you investigating? Hello?
I'm checking out these ghouls.
Okay, with a 23, they're ghouls. They are undead creatures. You find a loincloth. You find what you expected underneath the loincloth. That's really it.
I would like to take a couple of empty potion bottles, and I would like to collect some of the blood of the ghouls.
Okay. So you can. How long are you going to take to do this?
I mean, yeah, we got 10 minutes, so take a little bit of time to kind of.
Okay, over the course.
Unless Tarl wants to walk and cast.
But I'm going to say, if you're going to take the whole 10 minutes, man, you'll probably fill up 4 or so vials decently.
Okay.
Hey, how do their do they have to be? I guess they weren't ever alive, but do they have to be alive for their claws to work? Do you reckon? I seen them hit the horse and she seized up.
Huh. And I'm making like an Arcana check to see if I can discern whether the answer to that question.
Yes, you may, and we'll get back to that in just a second. I'm going to bounce to the 2 that are over on the other side. Arvax and Peregrine, what are y'all doing while they're praying and investigating bodies?
Yeah, unless Tarl wants to walk and cast, Arvax is probably going to pick up Glorples and probably start doing what Peregrine said and head kind of southeast so that we can cut it back up north after we go a little bit that way. And Peregrine is shouting the ghouls will be here soon, so. So we're going east-southeast, and then we're going to cut back up north in the way we were heading after we think we've subverted any more ghouls.
Okay. Let's see, with a 28, you know that these claws now are just inert.
What's in the tent?
As you look in the tent, it's a lot of gore.
Yeesh.
Looks like there might have been another one of these fellas before everything went south that got set upon in the tent.
Do they have any sorts of supplies? Or
You can give me an investigation check to find out. I mean, it's not that I guess you don't notice it because there's just literally splattered folks. Inside the tent, there does seem to be a box.
Is the box locked or trapped?
It is locked, not trapped.
I would like to pick the lock.
Okay, you pop it open to me. It was a simple enough lock. Inside, it looks like some scrolls, and it looks like there's a couple bags.
I've learned my lesson. I would like to investigate the bags.
It looks like it's a couple bags with maybe between the 3 bags or 2 bags. There's about 120 gold. Like maybe this had something to do with pay.
And
So I mean, it looks like there's the documents and there are these small bags.
I'll load me backpack up with the lock.
Okay, what is your passive perception, Sean?
10.
Okay. So give me
I did just roll a natural 20 on an investigation.
You did, but
If that
that means
helps.
you're looking straight into that box, though.
All right. I'm guessing Tarl's thing didn't go off.
Not quite yet.
Oh, I'm out of luck today, boys.
You might be in luck because Roll20 might take pity on everybody. Yeah, that's going to be a miss. Sean, as you're reaching in the box, all of a sudden you shift slightly as you're going to start pocketing the cash or the coin. And all of a sudden a bloodied hand comes down right beside you. And you just hear gurgling. And as you turn to look over your shoulder, the gnawed upon Woven Branch member is moving and starting to get up. And I got to get to a different function on the map.
All right, so that kind of counts as like a little surprise round against me.
It happened. We can now roll initiative if that's what you want to do, or you can decide to just say fuck it and book it.
Well, I was only asking because if it ends a turn, I get to fuck off without attack up.
Let's see, move up to half your speed. I'll allow it. Okay, so hold on, let me get initiative up.
Is that fire still burning?
Not so much. Let me clear out turn order from last game. Minus Sean. Now, Peregrine and Arvax, y'all were just moosing, right?
We were heading out. We were taking the cube and getting back on the trail we needed to be on.
Okay, so y'all will not be privy to what's going on.
Nope, we're just going. Oh, by the way, we got that email, hon.
Oh, cool. We'll look at that later. Yay, Roll20. Tarl, are you going to be joining in on this as well?
Concentrating on my spell.
That is correct.
I'm bringing myself back down to 4 hit points.
I'm having to refresh real quick, so give me a second.
Out of character, like the GIF on my skirmisher is really my favorite.
Just
What is
scooching
that
away.
What is that?
I'm not even sure what it's from, but I love it.
Yeah.
I think it might be from Star Wars Rebels or Clone Wars or something. It looks like that type of animation.
If it's out of Rebels, then if it's out in Rebels, then it's got to be season 3, because this doesn't look familiar to me, in that context anyway.
Okay, roll 20. What you doing?
What is Roll20 doing?
I'm not entirely sure.
Doesn't seem to be doing. Oh,
No, it took it a second. I had to refresh the second window I have open, so I'm not constantly pulling shit up on the main screen. It just decided to lag. So it's gonna go Mulak, Sean, the zombie, and then Mularn. So I'm pretty sure everybody's passive perception that's close enough is high enough to notice that Sean comes booking it out of a tent pretty quickly. And Sean, are you yelling anything?
I had been keeping my eye on him the whole time, so
for fuck's sake! Did I get any of the gold?
I'm assuming that you got it because you were pocketing away that when it swung
Alright,
at
so
you.
scrolls and like 150 gold.
Yeah, along those lines.
Alright, I'm gonna put that over here in to be divvied up section.
All right, so Mulak, you're going to start off. There is something making its way out of this tent.
does it look similar to these guys right here? Or the bigger guy?
No. Like, from what you can see, it looks like a woven branch member that's staggering up.
Well, do what I always do. Yeet some acid on him.
Okay.
It's I have to hit with acid arrow.
Oh, well, okay, that's right. I was thinking what the person next to him has to do, right? Oh, wait, I'm thinking acid splash. Yeah, 23 going to hit.
That's going to be 17, and then when its turn starts, it'll take half of that, so 8. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then go over here.
Well, it takes damage at the end of its next turn.
Oh yeah, you're right. So
Because acid damage works to where they have their turn to waste an action to scrape the acid off their self. No one ever does that. They just take the damn damage.
Okay, so real quick, trace out the path you took for me, Mulak.
oh god, where was I? Essentially I went.
Did you just go in a straight line from where you initially were over here by the fire?
No, I took a diagonal here, and then kind of cut like that.
Okay.
So I went like this, and then that, and then that was 30 feet right there. Or that was 30 feet right there.
Okay, you're good. I'm just going to have to pay attention to some stuff where y'all move. I had something over the bottom of the screen. Okay. Sean.
Is this thing still up?
Yeah.
Let me look in my bag of goodies. Well, I made them for Hamantha, but never got to use them. Can I use my action to, like, strike some flint on one of my Molotovs and toss it in the tent
Sure.
with the zombie?
See if
That's
you
all I want to do then.
See if you hit it.
Alright, so using my dex. I'm just gonna roll a dagger.
Yeah. 25 hits.
Alright, I think a flask of oil is like 4 or 5 flat damage.
Think so.
$45. That's what I'm
No.
going with.
No 45 damage on just glass vial chunk at level 6.
Oil burns for 2 rounds and deals 5 flat fire damage to any creature that enters the area or ends its turn in the area. Covers a 5-foot square.
All right.
So I just want to pop it right there in the middle of the tent. Set the whole thing ablaze. And I'm just going to 1, 2, 6. I think these fellas are coming back for a visit. We should probably head out.
All right. Is that your
That's
go,
my
Sean?
time.
Okay, as you are running, you see that the other woven branch start to stand.
Ah, okay, internet back. Sorry.
Did it cut out for you?
My laptop did, yeah.
Oh, I got a question. Is this creek considered difficult terrain? If so, then I should be here.
Yeah, it gets about knee deep at the deepest point. So it's like
Then I would be just on the other side of the bank. My bad. I should have asked.
Cool. All right. So dude comes running out of the burning tent. And he only has that one thing, so he's going to actually chunk something at you. With a 7, I'm sure he misses, but he just literally chunks the sword that he was carrying. And it just goes whiffing past you, Sean. Let's see.
I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that.
That one's going to come staggering through the water. You are the closest meal, unfortunately.
Yikes.
Same with that one. This last dude.
I should have hidden.
And you see the one that is the shepherd instead of just a keeper. I was getting those two terms confused. Comes out. Let's see. These two are going to actually just make sword attacks instead of chunking stuff at you. But it's the same stats minus damage. So hold on, let me add this in. Wait. And I think Roll20 is going to try to lag on me again.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and pop over and start rolling a new character.
Well, if these two roll like the other zombie, you're probably just going to have nothing but terror all around you, but not actually effectively doing anything.
We shall see.
A 17, 17 and an 11.
17 will hit.
6 slashing.
Oh, wonderful news here. Check half of that, so 3.
Okay, so they were just slashing at you. This dude is going to take, what was it? Half of 17 acid damage. Mulak?
Correct.
Oh, he just dissolves.
Wait, so... Alright, they're all working on the same initiative already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for simplicity's sake, they all do it. It's just I moved him first and said he was what he was doing.
Okay.
But yeah, that dude dissolves into acid at the end of the round. It is now Mularn's turn.
I'm going to use this moment at the end of their turn to run 15 more feet away from.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's perfect.
I'm in a bit of a pickle, lad.
Ice knife. The knife that is also ice. So you gotta see if you can hit them. And then they gotta make a save, right?
Ah, Grammarly. Yes.
A 21 will hit. So on the hit, that is 5 piercing. And then they gotta make a dexterity save to see if they take the cold.
Yep.
Okay. No. No. So that's a total of 11 damage.
Yep.
Cool. All right, what else you doing?
I'm gonna back up. Kind of. I'm gonna back up over here next to Strong Lady.
Strong ladies have actually buggered off a bit.
That's true.
But
Still, it's further out of the way.
For map purposes, you have backed up.
Yes.
All right. Mulak.
Let's see. How many of them are alive still? 2, 1, 2, 3?
3. There's one in front of Tarl, and there's 2 that had been on Sean earlier.
Okay, the 2 that were on Sean. I'm going to use 2 sorcery points. And I'm going to do this one, then this one with an acid arrow. That's the one on top. That's the one on bottom.
Okay. Are you keeping up with your spell slots?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that, Tarl. If you want to say you've been, because you're not initiative order, if you were going to listen to them, because I think they said pray and walk. So 16 and 14 on the damage.
Yes, sir. So 16 at the one on like most north and 14 at the one right under him. And then I'll head this way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay, hold on. Trace that out for me. I was putting dead symbols on things again.
It was like here, 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 here type of thing.
Okay, so you dropped down and then went. Okay, cool. Cool.
And that'll be my turn. And then at the end of their turn, they'll take 8 and 7 damage.
Well, they're dead, so.
Oh, shit. Okay, sweet.
They're definitely dead. So, Sean, it's your go.
Just gonna step back over in this bush. Break line.
Okay.
And fire a short bow at the
Yeah, 24 hits.
shepherd.
Okay.
19 damage.
Still up.
Hey, that was 5 feet. $30. So 30 feet. And I'm gonna say, let's get out of here, boy.
You also hear as this one is making its 10, 15, 20. It's going to go straight for Tarl because that's the closest person and they're not smarts. You hear that a lot closer now coming from the northwest. Okay, so we're going to see how well this goes. No, I know a 14 does not hit Tarl.
Oh, if I'm not mistaken, I had cast shield on myself prior to the end of the last game, so if I'm not still at 21 AC, I'm at 19.
Okay. So, see, is shield a concentration spell?
Shield is for one turn.
Okay.
Shield of Faith is a concentration spell.
That's the one I think I was thinking about. So, the zombie just swings at Tarl. It glints off of his armor while he's doing the prayer. So that's the zombie's turn, and you can hear it's a lot of hissing and gurgling. So, back to Mularn at the top.
All right, so
Oh, sorry, Mularn at the bottom. Sorry.
yeah. So we beaten feet. I'm gonna go ahead and see all these guys. Oh, there's still one. There's still one left next to Tarl.
Yeah, there's the one in front of Tarl.
Oh,
It has
okay.
like an arrow
Or-
sticking out of an eye.
Okay.
That'll hit. That'll kill it.
Cool. And now we beat feet.
Okay, now you're gonna move your 30.
Shag. Yep, shag ass.
So, we're gonna pop out of combat now, and we're just gonna stay on this map because if anything else happens, we will just move some stuff to a different layer so we actually have a battlefield. But Peregrine and Arvax, y'all been walking for maybe, I don't know, half a minute, and you just hear yelling coming from back behind y'all. Who's holding Glorples?
Me.
Oh, something sounds bad. Also, I ate a dragonfly. As you see, I don't think I was hitting the button when I had that said, was I?
Nope.
He goes, that sounded bad, and I ate a dragonfly. You just see a whole dragonfly, like, slightly twitching inside this cube.
That'd be kind of cute if it wasn't disturbing.
Eh, it's probably tasty.
Never liked bugs. I mean, I eaten them because I had to, but never enjoyed them.
They're spicy sometimes. Especially those glowy ones.
So as y'all are talking about eating bugs and whether or not they're spicy, is anybody yelling as you're running, or are you just like running?
Oh no, quietly. And I will make sure I tell her, do not yell. Things that hunt by sound a lot.
So Sean comes. I'm going to say, Sean, you're probably limping a little bit as you run.
Oh yes, and I'm staying at the back of the group, making sure Tarl is ahead of me.
I'm still praying.
And I'm making my way up. I'm kind of like as that happens, as we're leaving the fight and making up to them. If you listen very carefully, you can hear Mulan going, shit. Okay.
Do we just suddenly hear, like, brush and, like, footsteps very rapidly approaching us from behind?
Yeah. Tarl is not moving quite as fast because he's still working on that prayer because there's still a couple minutes left in this. But here's what we're going to do. Let me check out what it looks like on... Yeah. I'm going to move y'all all down here.
I still can't click my token.
Hold on. Let's see if I can redrop your token.
Ah! It's dark.
Okay, can you move her now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to keep everybody in a line over here. Check how it looks on OBS. Terrible. So let me scroll down.
And we were moving southeast, not just straight south.
I know, but we are going to move across the top of the screen. We are going to enter into a chase sequence.
Yay!
So we will start at the top of
so well in our Tuesday night game last week.
Yeah. Someone died and then came back as a Duragar. That was his own damn fault, though. How many times have I killed Devin at this point? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to start from left to right, but I do need somebody to roll me a D100 at the start of the chase sequence.
Well, I'm not doing it.
There you go.
Thank you. Okay, with a 35. Okay, roll me a D6, Cannon. Sorry, Sean. Sorry, it's I told him to roll a d6 to figure out which one of y'all this happens to.
Doesn't Sean have 1 HP?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, Sean, as y'all are running, you actually kick up a ground hornet's nest. And it gets to make an attack against you as you get swarmed by ground hornets.
A great beast. And I'm a large.
You're just having a day.
That's an 11, which I'm assuming misses, but they're gonna
Fuck
stick.
off, bee.
They're gonna stick with you for a full round. So they did it this time, and they get one more next time, and then the bees will be gone. As Sean, you kick this over, and then it's just you're swarmed by all these assholes that just decide to try to sting you, but apparently they're not finding much purpose or purchase. So, tell me what y'all are doing, because we'll go from Tarl, and then we'll do Sean, and then we'll go all the way down to Arvax. You can hear these things loping in the distance behind you. Are you going to still maintain concentration on your spell, Tarl?
I am until it's done.
Okay, well then move half your movement forward.
Forward, as in north, south.
Sorry,
east.
north. We'll just use it to the top of the map to figure out how long it takes for everybody to be safe in this. All right. Sean.
I guess my previous question in the chat is moot at this point.
Okay, I'll help you out with for a choke point. There's not going to be one anywhere near here because, like I said, it's kind of low-moving hills.
I'm mostly meant. All right, so could I ascertain if there is a path of least resistance that these things might travel, much like all deer work down the same trail?
I'll let you use the survival check to figure out what's going on behind you. You're looking and you're like, okay, the path that we're on is probably the path of least resistance. These things are kind of swarming in a fan behind you.
Excellent. I would like to, as I move, drop spread out 100 caltrops.
So you're just going to drop you're just going to scatter the caltrops behind you?
I am just going to scatter them like I am planting seeds, seeding crops.
Okay, give me a strength check to see exactly how far they're going to go.
Could I potentially wait until everyone else is ahead of me to do this, though?
Yes, but that means you could not move ahead of Tarl this round.
Yes, that's fine. I want
Okay.
to make sure that the caltrops do not impede my party members, but in fact, only the things pursuing us.
Cool. Yes, you may.
And I'm going to look over and grin at the rest of them like, a bag of tricks!
As your blood's just pouring out of every orifice.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to say you get a fairly decent scatter. It's not, you probably don't throw them as far as you absolutely want, but...
If they're there, I'm happy.
Okay, so you can move up. You're going to stay just behind Tarl?
Yes.
Okay, Mulak.
The things we're running from, can they see me?
You're not sure. You definitely can't see them. You just hear them, and there's a bit of a smell coming as well.
Okay, then...
Somebody is also playing with the Hamantha token. Don't give me ideas.
I reloaded because my character sheet decided to freeze up, and now my screen is completely black again.
What about
And now it's not. What did you do?
I moved your token. Can you move your token?
Heck. Hang on. Yep, I can.
Okay, Roll20 just hates you tonight. So,
Apparently.
what you doing, Mulak?
I'm going to make a silent image behind us 40 feet. And I'm going to have it look like my brother Mularn, except for he's holding a big sword and he's like standing there ready to fight.
I'm just gonna throw a token back there to represent him. I don't even know. If that's
And then I'm gonna run as far as I can.
okay. So move your full movement of 35 feet. So that should be
30.
or 30 feet. I'm thinking monks. Sorry. Peregrine.
I think she was gonna dash.
Peregrine just dashes, just like a freight train going past. Mularn, what are you doing?
I'm going to cast Cloud of Daggers around my image. Around the image that my brother made up of me.
The thing is that with all the fog, you really can't see the image. He just cast it 6. Do you have to see where you cast the spell, Mulak?
Do I? The image appears at a spot within range.
See, do you need to see the spot that you cast this on?
It doesn't say so.
So it does not. So yeah. So you're going to put Cloud of Daggers on it?
Yep.
Which is... It's the air is full of daggers, so when they charge into it, it's just a 5-foot cube of daggers. This is one I haven't used that often.
Yep. Let's see. So the air thing there. A cube 5 foot on each side. That is really weird wording. Okay, so I guess it'd be around. Yeah,
It's a 5-foot cube, and all the sides of it have have daggers flipping around and floating in it. It's like they're all pointing out of. It's not just like the cube itself is full of daggers.
All right.
So I guess technically you could put it around yourself.
I'll put it in front of the image.
Okay.
No, I'll put it on the image itself. That way, it's the image around it. Now we'll do it one square in front, like one square in front of the image.
Okay.
And I will continue.
Okay, move. You move. All right, Arvax.
I'm a dash.
Okay. Alrighty. So, that's going to make it to where if they catch up with you, it's better for you. Someone give me that D100 again. Let's see, we'll go with the 68, so it's something different. At the start of the turn, also, last thing of the bug, Sean. 5. I'm rolling terrible. This is good for y'all.
I'm out of luck points, but still lucky.
Okay, so with that 68, as y'all are running, there's a sudden drop-off. I'm going to need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw to navigate this, and we will see what happens to everybody happens here.
Think is Peregrine, is it made out of earth? Like, is it dirt?
Coming through the fog, it is a sudden drop-off. It is not difficult terrain, even though it is made out of earth, so I will still need the dex save. Okay. So, I need somebody to roll me a d4. Oh, cool. It's not that bad. The two people that fail, you are knocked prone. So, Tarl and Arvax, you are prone at the end of this turn. See, all the folks that succeeded, y'all are managed to jump over this 5-foot deep drop. But you do hear some hissing and howling behind y'all as something apparently met a bunch of pointy stuff. So, Tarl, are you still moving your half distance?
Well, you just said I got knocked prone, but I'm still praying.
Okay, I'm just saying, as you're moving, were you still moving forward? It's just at the end of your turn, you're prone.
Yeah, I'm moving half distance because I'm still praying.
Okay. It's more like y'all find a couple of like those little like ankle breaker holes that are every so often in places. All right. Give me a concentration. Well, you didn't take any damage, so you're still fine. You have about another minute left, Tarl, of before your spell's going to go off. Freaking 10-minute spells. Sean, what were you doing before you hopped over this hole? And swatting
let's
away
go ahead
bugs.
and let's go ahead and blow the load. 50 ball bettering.
All right, you're just going to scatter those and dash? Or...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so you've dropped some caltrops. There's been knives. There's a... Not sure if the invisible image or the minor image is doing much anymore, but go ahead and move your token, Sean. Are you moving 60?
Yeah, I can.
Was that a cat?
Bonus. Nope, that's me puppies.
Oh.
Aww.
All right, Mulak.
Alright, I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And can I use my action to help Arvax stand up?
It'll just be at the end of her turn that she has fallen prone.
You said the end of my turn, beginning of my turn.
End of your turn, you're prone. The way I'm kind of playing this off with the way it's written in here is instead of it being a big ravine, which doesn't make geographic sense, it's just that wherever you are towards the end of your turn, you just found a hole that tripped you.
So she didn't trip at the end
She trips at the end of her turn.
My upcoming turn.
This upcoming turn, yes.
Okay. Can I tell that she's in a hole, like about, I don't know.
No, it's you don't see it happening yet. I mean, the whole thing about this one is kind of a big surprise that it hit.
Okay, then I'll just keep running.
So you dash.
Yeah, I mean, if there's no reason to stop and help her, then I'm not going to stop and help her.
Okay. Mularn.
Ditto.
Okay, so move your token, which is the one on the same end as Tarl. Arvax, what are you doing? Or sorry, Peregrine, what are you doing? It can, but you can't dash. Like, what are you holding your action to do? Okay, so you're gonna. In this case, I'll allow it for the chase. Normally, you don't think you can hold a dash.
He can. It's an
yeah.
action.
True. I just have. I'll be honest. That's one I haven't seen before. I've seen people hold the dodge action or something else. But okay, so you're gonna move up there. Okay. Right. So I'm gonna slide it up here for right now. So Arvax, your go.
I'm gonna dash my 60 feet and then I guess fall on my face, which would take me past the top of the map.
Yep. Just move up there. Give me a strength save at disadvantage, though.
Fuck!
You as you trip, you send glorples flying off into the mist ahead of you. Just hear.
God damn it. Get the jelly.
Okay. Now that means that you gotta give up half your movement to stand up from being prone. So Tarl, the rest of your party has vanished ahead of you into the mist. Are you gonna maintain concentration on your spell? You held a dash though, but you'll get the jelly. So you're gonna dash forward because I mean it was held. I guess you can cancel a held action.
There's nobody in range, so no, I'm not going to hold concentration.
Okay, so do you want to use your action? You used half your movement to get up. Do you want to use your action, the dash, and move your movement plus half?
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and move your token, and somebody roll me that D100 for the start of this round. Okay, I need everybody to give me a con check.
Check or save?
Save. Oh, really good rolls. Sean and Arvax fail though. As y'all are running, and we're only going to have we got one round past this, and then we'll be done because we're out of map, and I think 5's enough. Sean, you and Arvax are both blinded as y'all come running through, and you hit into something that puffs up like pollen in front of y'all, and your eyes are swollen shut a little bit by just all this dry, granular ick getting in there, and your movement.
Are you serious? Are you serious? This is the same thing that happened to me in the other chase sequence.
So, y'all's movement will be halved this round moving. So, Tarl's already gone. Sean.
Tarl, I can't fucking see. Here, take me back. I'm gonna hand him slap my whole backpack in Tarl's arm. Minus one piece of equipment.
What is that one piece of equipment?
My grappling hook and rope.
Okay, are you handing him your short sword?
No.
Okay.
No, I got all my weapons. I'm talking about my gear, my money, all the other possessions except for me weapons and the grappling hook and rope. You say that this fog is very heavy, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stagger over here and latch my... Is this a rock?
Give me a perception check at disadvantage since you're blind. It could be.
I want to fix the grappling hook end to the rock and go the length of my rope. I'm gonna do what I did the first day I met this lot and disappear into the mud. And as soon as whatever comes by, I'm yanking this rope and tripping the lot.
All right. So you're holding that with a double nat 20s on the stealth roll. You just sink into the mud and like your feet come out somewhere in fucking Faerun.
Like, Sean doesn't know where Sean is right now.
What is Sean? All right, so that is Sean there. Tarl is there. All right, because people kept moving diagonally on some stuff, but I think it went twins, then barbarian, and then paladin. So Mulak.
I just keep on running.
Okay.
Did Arvax fall down yet?
Somewhere ahead of you, you heard her, "Ah!" and then get the jelly.
If I move once, because she had to stand up, I should be able to see her, I would assume.
If you're moving forward, you more than likely would run right next to her. I mean, your visibility within about 10 feet of you is not that bad. Anything past 15 feet becomes heavily obscured.
Well,
Yeah, I haven't got to stand up yet.
If I see her, I'm going to use my action to pick her up.
Yeah, can't see. Blind.
Give me a strength check to see, strength check to see if you can pick up the paladin who's in plate mail.
I mean, I'm assuming she's going to not just lay there like a dead animal, but...
No.
With the 12, she's a bit heavy. And, you just had your hands manicured by yourself beforehand, so...
I'm not laying there like a limp fish.
But if you want to use your action to help her stand, fine.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you've moved. Use your action to lift her up. Mularn. Mularn.
Sorry. I'm going to move up. Use my movement to move up to that area as well. And I'm going to see if I can find the jelly.
Give me an investigation check at disadvantage. You find the jelly. Y'all are rolling really good, and I love it.
I'm not.
I'm rolling really crappy tonight, so it's resulted probably in at least Sean's survival. All right, so yeah, you find him. Unfortunately, the mirror is broken.
Chain. Grab the chain.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna grab the chain.
So you're now holding it by the chain. This little cube. It's like, I found a grasshopper.
Good for you. I'm gonna reach in. I'm gonna reach onto my. Take that off. Reach under into my robes, and I'm gonna pull out a lantern.
Okay.
And I will, and I will put Gorples in the lantern.
I'm assuming tilting it so he's on the glass.
Yes.
Okay, so that's your go. Peregrine. Okay, so Mulak helped Arvax up. Mularn found the Glorples and put them in a glass lantern. Y'all don't see Tarl or Sean. Sean doesn't see Sean at this point. And you still hear these things coming. Okay, so y'all are just still trucking it. Arvax, your movement is halved because you blind.
I'm going to use my flask to try and rinse whatever's in my eyes out.
Okay. I will say
You mentioned to the Peregrine I was blind.
Wow, I didn't think she was okay. Yeah. So yeah, I would say you use your action to do that, and you cleared your eyes out. You can use your movement.
Then I will move my 30 feet.
Okay, so y'all are still booking it. Someone give me the final D100 roll. We might have to re-roll if we hit one we've already done.
I've been rolling like shit.
I rolled one already.
I got it. Put my
Re-roll it. I'm going to say re-roll it again because we've gotten
Same
both
range.
Same range. Well, we've done both those ranges. 99. Roll me roll me a d6. Yourself counts for 1 and 2 since Sean is somehow buried in the mud.
That's isn't it?
Yeah, that's you. Arvax, you are going to run headlong into the one damn tree that's in this area.
I don't get like a perception check or something.
No?
You're blind.
Not anymore.
You take 4 bludgeoning and you're going to lose half your movement because you run into a tree.
How do I run into a back?
with your feet.
So no more D100s after this. I will say the tree is where once you hit the tree, I've actually noticed that the mist is really thin around here. All right, so Sean, so Tarl, what are you going to do? Sean just disappeared into the ground.
It would be plausible that when Sean gave me his backpack, I would have been, since I touched him, I could have hit him with cure wounds, and then I'm going to move.
I'll allow it.
So he gets 4 back, and then I'm going to move.
Did you cast it at a higher level?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so he'll get 10 back.
All right, well, 10 back then. Let me mark my sheet and make sure I got record of that.
Okay, so Tarl's going to book it his 30 feet.
As far as the map would allow.
Okay. Sean, are you still... You feel a little bit better while hiding in your little muddy pit, and you feel the ground vibrating. Are you going to pull the rope, or are you going to stay the hideys?
I pull the rope.
Okay, so you pull the rope, and you hear... And you hear another one make the same noise, and then all of a sudden, boom, and they just start hissing, and you hear one of them, like you can tell something got smacked. But you've tripped at least 3 of them. Actually, what languages do you speak? Common and...
Giant and an orc.
Okay, yeah, you wouldn't know what they're saying. So,
All right, well, I have a pan flute. Can I stand up and like make a horrible noise on that?
sure. I'm not going to make you roll because it's easy to make a terrible noise with a flute.
I'll say, "Come and get me, shit brains," and go that way.
All right, so there might still be some rolling just for Sean here in a second. Okay, so you're going to run 45 feet that way?
Well, it's my action to pull the rope, right?
Yep.
Or that was a held action, so I still have my action to blow the flute, I guess.
I'd say that's more of a free action because it's just, unless you want to make a performance roll to see, or...
I want to get as many of them's attention as possible.
Okay, give me that performance roll then. As far as you can tell, there's a few. The ones on the ground that got tripped, and one that has a big gash across its face, definitely noticed you.
And then give it my full 6 bonus action dash.
Okay. Just move, yeah, go ahead and move over there. All right, twins, what y'all doing?
Moving forward till if it looks like the fog's clearing, we're gonna keep going that way.
Okay. So, Mulak and Malarn, y'all are just going to dash forward?
Yeah, but as I'm running next to him, I'll be like, dude, fucking cool ass thing with those daggers on my illusion, man.
Yeah, like, good thinking of the illusion in general. So yeah, the killing of the horse happened a whole lot faster than I thought it would.
Well, you know, I did promise I would do it.
I mean, I know you did, but let's face it, it wasn't exactly the time. Recent events have shown that it was that relationship was going to turn sour.
Yeah. But, some people are mad about it. They'll get over it.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
All right.
And
While
then
y'all
we run.
say, as y'all are running, I'm assuming Arvax is running along the side of y'all, and then all of a sudden there's a tree and not an Arvax.
See GIF above.
Yeah. But y'all notice, and I'm sure, Peregrine, are you dashing as well? Is she on call, Moose, right now?
She's on the other side of the house, but probably.
I would assume that she's going to be
Okay.
there.
The three of y'all notice very quickly that there is the fog's really thinning out, and it's actually midday by the time y'all are coming out somewhere further along the road. And like as you look behind, the mist gets thicker the further back behind y'all, and it just rolls off into the hills there. Let's see, Tarl, you were only about one turn behind them, so I'm assuming you're going to dash and get out. Sean, give me a D100 real quick since you're still running around in the fog with these things after you. Reroll so that we don't do the same thing again.
I still got to move, right?
Yeah, you move. The tree's on the edge of that mist. I mean, if you had fully dashed, you would have been all the way out of the mist.
You said Peregrine go again, then I watched Peregrine.
Huh?
Guess what Peregrine was doing, and I thought I'd been going after Peregrine.
Well, I figured you were dashing and then you hit the tree because it happened at the end of your turn.
Oh,
Sorry, is there anything else you wanted to do before I resolve with Sean?
no, I didn't realize it was the end of this turn.
I mean, y'all are all pretty much safe outside
I
of
hate
them.
state sequences. I get confused.
All right. Sean, as you're running to the west, right?
Yes.
Okay, I need a strength save at well, you already rolled it. So, and it's not going to make it.
It's shitty either.
You catch your foot on a rock and get thrown into a deep gully. So,
That's at the end of my last turn, right?
as you're running on this one, but you'll still get your action. I just got to roll some damage.
Oh, thank you for the heals, Tarl.
That is 5 bludgeoning as you go careening down into this deep gully. Kind of smash your knee on a rock.
Fuck.
And you hear these things are right on your heel. And the odor is getting worse. Okay. That beats their passive perception, so they're gonna...
I just want to fall in and just lay flat, not move.
Okay, so do you kind of like roll up underneath a lip or anything like that, or just...
Yep.
Okay, so you hear them, and it's almost like in Lord of the Rings. Like, a couple of them go past, and then all of a sudden one's over it, sniffing around. Here you hear the hiss, and then it bolts off. It's probably a good dozen, maybe 2 of these creatures that were coming through. Also, give me a perception check.
I got blood in my eye.
Little bit, but it's kind of hard to miss. The sound of very, very familiar sounds of hoofs clomping through the soil.
Oh, this goddamn Game of Thrones bullshit, I tell you. Well, it's time to sneak the fuck up out of here. Oh no.
As you go to sneak off, you smack your knee right back into that same rock. You stop yourself from yelping, but the rock dislodges and rolls down a little bit. And you just hear... And as you turn and look behind you, you see a large black horse with glowing green eyes staring at you with something mounted on its back that has a set of red eyes glowing. They're probably about 15 or so feet from you.
Well, that's not where the bathroom is. I'll just be going there and 60 feet. The fuck out of the fuck away from this thing.
Okay, so this will be the last one, Sean. Give me one last roll. Actually, give me a survival check before we resolve that roll.
Okay. I'm not really.
Roll me a d4 and let's see which direction you go. Okay, so you're cutting back towards where your friends were. I'm pretty sure you're doing it on a bias. So with the 24, you know what? I really don't want to do one again that's already happened, but this one's too funny. You find another ground hornet's nest.
This has been a bad day.
As you hear galloping behind you. Also, Sean, give me a wisdom save real quick. Okay, so the insects are terrible at stinging you. Like, all the mud is apparently just keeping them off for the most part. But Sean, you instinctively feel your hand reaching for your short sword, shaking slightly as you grab onto it, and you can hear the voices of these things. As they're coming behind you, you hear one, "I'm gonna eat everything." "No, you won't. I like the feet. You would." Just, it's very uncomfortable behind you, but then you just hear, "You succeeded, but this one still remains. This one make new friends." And you hear the one on the back of this of undead Hamantha yell, "Grab it!"
Oh shit!
So you're just booking it towards the edge of this fog. Is that what's up, Sean?
Hold on. Are we in a different turn now?
We rolled the 24 for the bugs, and this is them coming after you, so yes, you still have your whole action.
The wisdom save was for them getting inside my head?
You think. Maybe. Your hand just went for your short sword. Like, you just felt it drawn there, and all of a sudden you could hear them actually speaking, not just the hisses and gurgles.
That's strange. God, that horse is back up, though.
Well, what used to be the horse is back up now.
I heard the voice.
You did hear the voice.
I wheel and shoot at the horse.
Okay. So
Walloping ammunition.
a 24 will hit.
No snake. I'm guessing.
I would say no, you don't have by engaged with it, and I don't think you're hidden. But
DC 10 or fall prone.
yep. First time the walloping arrows actually work. You see it hit the zombified horse in the chest, and it topples forward because its rider as this happens, and the rider is catapulted off. It is a heavily armored undead figure that is now flying at you, and had apparently been leaning very heavily forward on this horse.
Just want to step to the side and let it fall.
Okay. Are you gonna use the rest of your movement to move, or what you doing, Sean?
Oh, yeah. And I must take that, you spooky bitch, and run.
So the big boy plants it, doesn't quite superhero land, but doesn't go tumbling. Yeah, you're not within range. You wouldn't be within range with a gut chunk. So you just start running
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay, you make it to the edge of the fog where everybody else is, into, like, it's been dim and hazy, but it's like midday out here, so all of a sudden it's really bright. But the bugs get one last attack before they dissipate.
I'm sorry, the only thing I can think of is Korg from Thor Ragnarok. Piss off, ghost!
Fucking 20. That's 3.
I'll take half that damage.
Okay, so that is not 4d20, roll 20, no. That is 4d4, and I got double that. So that is 6.
6 is my hit point.
Woo! You guys will never see. You guys will never guess what I saw. Boom.
So as Sean comes,
How close is he to me?
Sean is maybe about 100, maybe like 30, 40 yards at this point away from you as he just comes barreling out of the fog, covered in mud, dinged up a little bit, and just covered in a swarm of ground hornets that I guess eventually got him. So Sean just drops to the ground unconscious, covered in bee or wasp stings, and they dissipate. Okay, so he is now stabilized. Sean is unconscious but stabilized. So you'll notice that the fog begins to recede a little bit, but everybody but Sean, give me a perception check.
How do I keep rolling so bad?
It's just the night. So, Tarl, you're more concerned. I think that the three of you that did not succeed on the roll are more concerned that Sean just came running out and then just dropped at the edge of this.
What the hell?
Mulak, you can see as the fog's receding back, a massive armored figure sitting atop the form of Hamantha, but Hamantha's eyes are glowing a sickly green. There's also an arrow sticking out of its chest that has a boxing glove hanging off the end of it.
So I see this too?
You see that, and then they just go back into the fog as it keeps receding back over several of the hills.
Huh. They're not threatening at the moment.
No, it seems like as the fog pulls back, they pull back.
I'll just, for now, I'll kind of do my best to ignore it.
All right, let me change the map back.
Because I think I'm going crazy.
And until I come up with a new token, y'all still have dead Hamantha as y'all's party token on the map. But so we'll pick up here. Everybody, what's going on? Sean's been stabilized.
Somebody get the cube.
He's unconscious though.
Yeah.
I'll just take I'll take the potion that I gave him from him and feed it to him.
Okay, so Mulak is going to be rummaging through. Well, hold on, Sean. Would you have kept that potion on you, or was it in your pack that you gave to Tarl?
It's in Tarl's possession.
Okay. So you look on his person, Mulak, and you don't find the potion. But you do find his hand clasped, not around the hilt, but where the guard goes into the sheath of his short sword. And the knuckles are almost white from him gripping it.
I'll feed him one of my own potions then.
Okay. Does go ahead and roll the health? Does anybody else want to do anything before I resolve something with Sean?
I was just making sure, as our in character, if anyone grabbed the cube.
Or is it 2d4
Yes,
plus 4 or 2d4 plus 2?
2d4 plus 2 for a regular health
It's
potion.
the last number is equal to the number of dice.
Okay, I thought so, but I wasn't sure. So you 6 health from my potion.
About it. It's an average roll. So Peregrine asked if anybody picked up the cube. Sorry, no,
Peregrine.
Arvax asked if anyone got the cube.
Didn't Mular pick up the cube?
Y'all wouldn't have seen him do it.
Yes, I have the.
All right. Anybody else?
Yeah, he has it.
Can y'all hear me?
Brothers, we need to
I can. I can hear him. I don't know if anybody else can.
Yeah, I think he just kept getting interrupted every time I asked.
Tarl looks over to everybody. Brothers and sisters, we need to find somewhere safe to rest for the evening.
How far are we from the town? We're pretty close, huh?
Let's see. We'll resolve that in just a second. Let me handle Sean. Sean, as you come out of the cloud or out of the mist, just the bugs finally find place to get purchase on you. You get stung several times. Your exhaustion just from more or less the last maybe 15, 20 minutes. The world goes black. And sitting in front of you in a very large, ornate, leatherback chair, you see a thin, tall man wearing a long red robe that's open to his chest, and he has a very large medallion hanging around his neck. Very, creepy 70s vibe with a Van Dyke goatee. And his eyes are solid red and just, oh. You've been using my knife. Been a while. Not what I expected. What is your name, little one?
Alright, so little one, is this guy proportionate to a human?
From where you are, yeah, it looks that way.
My name's Sean.
A pleasure to meet you, Sean. You
Well,
can call me
yeah.
Ozzy.
Ozzy. I knew an Ozzy once. Okay, fuck goats. Weird bastard.
I don't.
That's good to hear. Where am I?
Well, that's a very odd question that doesn't have a clear answer. You are on the doorstep of a great opportunity. Or a very bad decision, either way. One of the two. And really depends on who you ask which one it is. I honestly think it's a wonderful opportunity.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Well, let's hear it.
Well, the opportunity is that you will continue to use my knife to do as you do. You're already going to do it, so it doesn't cost you anything extra, and it gains me just a little bit of sustenance.
You're the thing in the sword that's sucking away my life force.
No. That's one of my servants. And all of a sudden you see this gnarled, red-skinned creature about the size of an orangutan come walking out. It's got a set of breeches on that look old and torn. Its eyes are kind of sunken, and it has a pair of broken ram's horns off the side of its head. This is who's in there. His name is Zuzu.
Okay.
See what happened a long time ago. He got caught by a wizard and then made into a sword. He can't really be destroyed, so he just kind of exists in a hungry, hungry state of hell. Look at him. He's all skin and bones.
Does he look like Skin and Bone?
Not really. To you. But, I mean, you've also not seen a creature like this before.
I mean, but I've seen a gaunt creature before.
you've seen a gaunt creature. It does not look gaunt by your definition. But again, its eyes are sunken in, its cheeks are a little hollow. But it's still, like I said, it's about the size of an orangutan, and it's got the same kind of build.
Huh. Well, sorry to hear that for you. Zuzu?
Yeah, he doesn't speak very much. They took his tongue. How do you think they made the blade? Any case, what I want you to do is keep using that. And from time to time, maybe I'll tell you a little bit more about how it works. But you might have to do a favor or two for me. Plus, everything you kill feeds him, and I get a little dessert from it as well.
And what do I get out of it?
To wake up.
To wake up?
To wake up.
So I'm asleep.
Sort of. Well,
You're not inspiring a lot of trust in me, lad. Right now.
To be fair, I'll be honest with you, you're a little bit over a barrel. You fell unconscious, which I don't fully understand that state at all. I also don't fully understand sleep at all. But it's the closest thing I could say to make you understand without saying you could be dying.
Well, if I die, I die. Everyone has a time.
Yes, but do you want to be Zuzu's dinner, or do you want to work with Zuzu?
Oh, you're going to eat me then, are you?
Zuzu just shrugs. So,
Well,
the deal is, I allow you to go back. You keep helping Zuzu feed. Give me my little bit. Occasionally I might ask you for a favor, and in exchange, I tell you how to use that sword even better.
I don't take orders.
That's why I said a favor.
A favor comes with a favor in time.
The favor I do for you, you give
What
me
manner of
something.
creature are you?
That is a good question, isn't it? As he
I will.
smiles, you just see he's got a mouth full of pointed teeth. But it's more of a transaction, I guess, that I'm actually offering you.
So has Gran ever told me any stories of creatures like this?
You know what? Give me an intelligence check. She's told you about imps and bearded devils before as things to make you go to bed and to scare you. He doesn't remind you of any of that, but this Zuzu looks like if an imp was to grow up or get beefier, maybe that's what this creature is. It's definitely, you don't know what he is. You think you might know what Zuzu is. You just know this is not a great situation you find yourself in.
So fiends. Alright. Well, a deal with the devil is a little preferable to a dinner with the devil. Counter offer. You like deals, right?
Feel free.
You let me out of here. I feed your creature. I use the blade from time to time when I need it. And if you call on me for a favor, I get to consider whether I do it or not.
That seems like what I was offering you.
Hey,
You
but
could
this
always-
one's on my turn.
You could always have said no. Free will.
Hey, I can say no.
You could say no to the favor. I just don't teach you anything new about your weapon.
Hey, well, I mean, I can say no to all of this and I can go back to where I was.
Oh, no, not that part.
Oh no, not that. Or so I have
think
to say yes to some sort of deal with you.
the deal is I let you wake up, and you agree to keep feeding Zuzu, as you said, and as I said. And
How
then,
do I know that you're telling me that I'm not going to wake up without your help?
because you won't wake up without my help. You have friends right now trying to revive you, and it's just not taking. Oddly enough.
Do I believe him?
Give me an insight check.
I'm terrible at these.
This dude is straight up telling the truth. There is nothing about him right now that makes you feel like he has not been level with you about the deal. It's just favor for a favor. I mean, it's a deal with the devil.
All right. I got loose morals. I'm gonna roll for it. Deal.
Very well. Shake Zuzu's hand, I would crush yours. And he slowly starts to fade away as the little orangutan thing walks up. And the closer it gets to you, you realize you thought they weren't that far away, but as he gets up to you, he's about the size of a gorilla, which, yeah, gorilla shouldn't have that skinny of an arm, and it just wraps its long, bony fingers around your hand and shakes. And just smiles this rotten, decayed, snaggletooth smile at you. And you wake up.
Is he alive?
Christ!
Yep, he's alive.
There's all of a sudden a puppy.
I think I've met the devil.
The devil.
This blasted sword. But that's the least of our problems, Mulak. Mate,
Yeah.
the horse is back.
Okay, so I saw it too.
I knocked her on her ass and dismounted that red-eyed fool that was riding upon her.
I don't know.
There's some deja vu here, lad. I feel like we need a 13-year-old girl to save the world here.
When I saw her, she was it was disappearing into the mist, I guess you could say.
Maybe they
Weird.
can't come out, or they don't want to come out because of mist. Regardless, we got to get the fuck out of here. Zombie horror. Definitely pissed at the two of us. So said she made new friends. Not a good sign.
Friends. I don't think that thing is possible. I don't think it knows how to make friends.
Those things that I was in there for quite a while, and from the things I've seen, it looks like the type of crew she'd like to be running with.
Well, we'll figure this out. We'll talk about it.
All I know is I'm never walking in fog again.
All right, so does the party decide the rest for the evening?
No.
Just saying, after you get far away, I'm assuming that you're not just like, all right, it's noon, let's pitch camp right here after we get out. I'm saying, like, I know y'all are going to move further up the road. But do y'all want to force march to Hillens and not rest, or do you want to get far enough away to where you think you're safe and then rest?
I could force, but I'm assuming other people don't.
What's the distance we got to Hillens?
If you force march, you would all take a point of exhaustion. Nobody would get their hit dice back or HP or spells back. But you could probably make it there by the next day. But you will all be in a sorry, State. The spellcasters I know have burned through a lot of slots.
No, let's rest. If it's gonna take an entire day of just forced marching, we should rest.
Mm.
I disagree.
Don't you have like 4 HP?
What is HP?
Aren't you about to pass back out again?
Aye, but I also want to get as far the fuck away from that fog and the things that are inside of it as
We're
are
gonna
humanly
get-
possible.
We're
And
gonna
if
get-
you guys want to stay here and camp out and let the devil come for you, you be more than welcome to. But I
I
will
don't know.
not be running off as a decoy again.
No one asked you to. We didn't say we're gonna stay here and wait for whatever devil you dream. We're gonna get away from the mist and then camp. You don't look like you could handle a point of exhaustion so well. Not today. We can get away from the scary mist with all the dead things, and then we all take a nap.
Yeah, let's get it. Keep walking until we're, I don't know, walk for an hour out of the mist and then rest. Tarl seems to always be able to find good places.
It's like noon or 1 at this point.
Let's push on for 12 hours, and at midnight we rest, and we'll be halfway to where we need to go.
I can live with that.
Seems a fair compromise.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all are going to move, set up camp about midnight. As you get there, you're cresting some of the hills, and you can see some of the tributaries that run into the river that you had crossed earlier, further down, with the tree fiasco. And you know that somewhere there, off in the distance, there is the city of Hillens. And I'm not going to make y'all take a watch tonight. Even if people stay up for it, tonight's going to pass uneventful. But I do need a perception check from anybody that feels that they would take watch this evening.
I would. I fucking hate my rolls. F me.
I mean, it's not hard.
My rolls will suck like ass.
It's not quite a full moon, but y'all notice as it crosses through the sky and gets over in that direction where you saw the mist, it becomes red as it passes through that section of the sky, but nothing else
Moon
happens.
does?
The moon does. Like, you watch as it gets back in that direction of the sky, it slowly starts to turn red, and then it's red over that area for the
Is
rest of
this
the evening.
Something I would recognize, or
You've heard of red, I would say this, most of y'all have heard of red moons, but they're red the whole evening. This is weird to where all of a sudden it turned red as it was getting over, and especially towards the end when it set.
so where was the moon when it turned red? Like, what did it look like it would have been over?
Over that section of the hills that y'all were at 12 hours ago.
That's a bad place.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so.
I wonder who could have said a thing like that earlier in the day.
But we finally can take the cube home.
Fuck the cube. Are there bigger things in the world than a talking jelly?
As
now
as Sean
right.
says that, because it's been 2 days, that's when Glorple's bloop.
Yep, bad feeling that was gonna happen. I'm assuming that it was taken out of the thing.
Did you take it out of the lantern, Mularn?
Yeah, I would have let him kind of get it. Once we started kind of making camp, I would let him kind of roll
We
around.
put a
move
stick in
around.
the end of the chain. He's just going around in circles.
Pretty much.
And then
The stick's just the stick's just not quite enough to hold it there. But the next day, as y'all make your way,
I just imagine little Glorples kind of makes little motorboat noises as it goes in circles.
so the next morning, y'all start making your way, and as you get closer and closer to Hillens, you start to see that there is black smoke rising from ahead of you.
Come on!
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
That's not good. Also, who farted earlier?
Who farted earlier?
I heard a noise when you started talking. I didn't know someone else made a noise.
It might have been me coughing.
Ah.
But that's where we will stop for the evening. I hope y'all had fun dealing with this little nightmare cloud that was there.
Buh. I had lots of fun.
The
You
monster,
learned things.
the monster that's tried the hardest, ground hornets.
Yeah, that is the ground hornets are going to be the MVP of this episode.
I ran into a tree.
And a hole.
Tree's
And
going to be close second.
And a pollen cluster. I think Arvax is going to be the new unlucky Captain Laser in the future.
God damn it.
I would just like to point out that even with my feet completely tapped, it's like I have unlimited luck.
You lucked out that I rolled so terrible. I was like, oh man, if the zombie hits him, that's going to kind of suck. Luckily,
I got a backup character made. It's good.
Zombies are just garbage at hitting. Anyway, if Frey would like to sign us off.
Do the thing.
Do the thing, and then Nox can do the closer.
Oh, we hope anyone who listened enjoyed the night, or you're enjoying it if you listen to it on YouTube later on, where we are Team Bonus Action, as well as on here. You can find us on Twitter at @bonus_team and Team Bonus Action on Facebook. Brain Luxel CV is Peregrine on Twitter as well. There is going to be a bonus roundtable on Thursday this week rather than Stefan Carcass, and we will be talking about conspiracy theories. So, I think that's all we've got for now. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there this weekend.
Yes.
Hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all had fun. And I will turn it over to Kyle.
Well, Tarl wants to throw something in. What you got, Cannon?
Just a reminder that Team Bonus Action's going to have their kitchen table talk this coming next Sunday night. And we've got another talk coming on Sunday nights dealing with cryptocurrency and financial awareness.
I did not realize that was Sunday. Thank you, Cannon.
I forgot that was the second Sunday of the month, and that we already had a Sunday this month.
Yeah, it happens that when it happens like that. So that's going to be interesting to say the least. But if nobody has anything else, then I think it is time to bid our fair friends adieu. Appreciate y'all coming and sitting and listening to us be silly. Until next time, folks, don't let your meatloaf.
you